Hey guys, I wanted to take the opportunity to show you a few things here, some little tools that I've been organizing. They're small things, but they're useful for making knives. It's good because it gives you some tips as well. This one just arrived now, this one right here. It's something I really miss, and that's why I can't make certain types of knives. Even though the box is small, it's something that's really necessary. Hold on, let me show you what it is. Here, look over there, a little game of limes, needle, lesser, click. It's Wonder's little game. I'm not sure if it's the best since I've never had a file set and don't really understand. But I've seen people who have this one who say you can use it, that it works. So I bought this one. It's not very expensive. So let me explain to you how it works. When we're going to make, for example, a guard, we need to reach difficult places, and those places can't be reached with the grinder. So you get there with these files here. See how small it is? Right? You can file there and remove the material you don't want. You can finish a spot that's really tight, really small. There are several shapes. This one here is kind of a flatter file. Here there's a half round file. There's a round file. There are some needle files. I don't know, it's a bunch of little files for us to do some finishing work around here. There are a few more little things here. Let me take out the other files here so you can see all of them, right? I need to find a place to put these files, because if they're just thrown inside the toolbox, there's a risk they might break. Plus it'll get messy and mixed with the other tools, right? So we need to think of a little pouch to put them in. Let's see then. I'm looking here for the first time to see which files we have. This is a flat file, it's really thin, so you can get a nice finish inside the guard. This one is also flat, but it has a pointed tip so you can reach the corners. And the cool thing about these files here, look, you guys won't be able to see the tip from there, but the tip also has those grooves, right, that do the job of the file, and that's something you don't find, for example, on a whole file. When it gets to the tip, it doesn't have them anymore. So if you want to go somewhere where you don't have much space to move, with the file you can do it, because the tip doesn't file, right? The tip isn't a file, it's just a piece of metal. Not these ones, they go all the way to the end. This one too, look, this one's square, see? It's square and also has a tip here in the front. This one, this is triangular, a triangle, also a little tip. This one, this is the half round file, they call it that because look, it has the shape of a cane on one side and the other side is flat. You see. And here is another round file. No, we haven't had any round files so far, right? This is the first one plus a tip. And the good thing is that they already come with the handles, because even though I could make these handles myself, it's a lot of work, right? Making them one by one. So there are several little files here. I hope they work for finishing, and there are a few more things here. I'll take the opportunity to show you some small tools that I think are not really worth showing on the channel, but here we can show these details. This here, for example, was a tip from Berardo. It's those things people use to do their nails, right? Manicurists use it to file nails, and it's great because it's soft and comes with a fine file. This here will be used to finish the handle in some places to make the handle more polished. Let's see if it works. I've never used it, I also didn't buy it for us to test to make a better finish on the handles. Still talking about the handles, I bought this one. Mineral oil. People usually buy the Singer brand, but I couldn't find it here in my city. I found this brand here, King, but it's mineral oil. Also, is it written back here what it's for, this? It's for painting the handles, right? But they say not to paint them. Moisturize, so when you finish making the handle, in this case you sand it with this. Make this more polished from here. And instead of painting it with Tech Bond, which I usually do, I'm going to use this here. Let's see if it works. The idea here is that this penetrates the wood and then makes the wood waterproof. It won't rot as easily and it won't get as dirty. and it gives it it makes the color stronger, right? And what about that? And also it will have something else here that glue doesn't have, which is that it will be uniform, nice and smooth like this. The handle will feel like a regular handle without a plastic layer on top, which glue usually leaves. But on the other hand, for example, if someone washes the handle a lot with detergent, the oil comes off, right? There's that downside, but let's test it. Maybe it's worth it for a better finish. That seems likely, right? I don't know why this brand here isn't very common, so I hope it's good. I hope it's mineral oil like the other one too. So I have another idea, some other projects to work on. It's a belt sander, so I bought a few things here because I have a cool idea on how to make the rollers for the belt sander, which is the most complicated part. So I bought 2 bearings. This one is just like that one, the same size. I bought a wood drill bit, which is this size here. The difference is that it's just a little bit smaller. So this should fit tightly in here, theoretically, right? So I can take a piece of wood, for example, drill it with the wood bit, and fit the bearing inside with this perfectly round hole. I make a center hole to pass the shaft into the bearing, and I take this block of wood and put it to spin in a drill or something like that, and I go there with a chisel, something like that, and turn it into a roller. Just imagine here 2 bearings like these, like this, 1 bearing on each side, and here in the middle a block of wood. And I make it spin and use something here like a little knife and turn it into a roller. That's the plan. Let's see if it works. This screw is the axle, right? Here I found one that's threaded from end to end, so I can put it in any position I want, like some doors here, self-locking, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I also bought a quality metal drill bit. They're quite expensive. For reference, this drill bit cost 18 Rs and this one was 35. You need to buy them gradually, 1 drill bit at a time. Then one day you'll have all of them, because when you buy those big kits, they usually come with a bunch of bad drill bits. Then it's no use, so that's it. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, okay? We'll make more content like this. See you.